Welcome to Sam's Russian Adventures. I'm Sam, an English guy living in provincial Russia, and today we're going to be walking around the areas either side of the road behind me. Join me! Outside it feels like springtime, although it's the 9th of January today. It's so weird. Look, there's no snow and it's all melting. Let's go and have a look on the road, see what it's like there. It's very slippy. So this is what it's like. Wow. And if it's like this here, then in the city centre there's going to be no snow at all. So my car looks like this because I haven't driven it for about a week. That's the only reason it's frozen. So today is the 9th of January. It's the first official work day after the New Year's holidays. So let's go for a bit of a walk, see what's happening, see what the mood is like around the town, and just see kind of what happens. So walking today outside is very problematic because it's so icy that you could just fall over and hurt yourself. And it's probably about, I don't know, -1, -2 outside. I've come to this area that I never ever come to really. I thought I'd come here and walk around and film, but it's so icy. And so as far as the eye can see, we've got brand new apartments here, and then opposite we've got older apartments. I think it'd be more interesting to walk over that side of the road. I've just really come outside to get a bit of fresh air, so I thought I'd go for a bit of a walk around in this area that I never really come to, and just see if anything kind of interesting pops out of me or what. Let's just go and have an hour walk around the neighborhood. Over here we've got a supermarket, Chizik, and this is kind of like the cheaper supermarket. Maybe we'll go in there and do a review afterwards. More than anything, I like to look at all the different types of architecture, and look, these are all these brand new massive like apartment buildings, but this is something that more is interesting for me. It's look at the style of that. Wow. And now on any other day I'd try and get up this slope here, but no way in the world am I going to try that. Perhaps we can try this one, but it looks so slippy. I'm going to break my neck just trying to get up. Blimey. Oh man. Oh. It's impossible. Okay, I made it up the slope, but it's just so slippy here. It's crazy. Look at this design. Do you think these are supposed to be windows on the side there at one point, or what? This looks like just a pretty crazy style of house, to be fair. I haven't actually ever seen one in that style before. And it looks as though these brand new houses in that direction are just going on and on for miles. It really is so slippy out here. It's so crazy. Just, I know I'm going to fall over today. I just know it. It's just crazy. It really is. Just seen a guy look at me with suspicious eyes. Suspicious eyes. Don't know what's safer, walking up where the snow is, or walking up this slippery staircase. Now everything looks really gloomy right now, but that's of course because of the weather more than anything else. We've got someone there with a faded Russian flag that they're using almost as a curtain look in the window. And then we're greeted by this building at the end. It really is so dangerous just trying to walk and film at the same time. It's just I'm asking for it today, I really am. So in Russia, even the little posts have hats on to keep themselves warm. So look at this house here. It's looking pretty gloomy, right? Pretty gloomy indeed. And I've got to navigate my way over this ice. Bloody hell. I'm gonna fall. Oh man. The thing is, when I fall, it's a long way to fall, right? And so let's just go and look at the kind of mix of all the different architectures we've got here. Obviously it's looking really miserable because of the weather more than anything, but you can see we've got this bright orange larder. I think it's a larder just parked there. Oh wow, look at this. This is incredible. Sorry, it's taking me ages to turn the camera because I'm going to fall over, but never expected to have this house just sandwiched in over here. Look, nothing else around it apart from all these apartment blocks. Wow. We've got a bit of dry land before we go on to the death trap. Look at this. This is like an ice hockey rink basically. It's so crazy. I really want to go for a walk down here, but I don't want to fall over. Man, I like how they've got the little benches here. This, I guess, is a sand pit, but look at this little cool bench over here. It's wedged in between the trees, look. And what is going on here with this tree? Why the red fabrics on it? What's that all about? Maybe someone can let me know. And they've got red fabric all the way around it. Ah, I realise now, it's not a red fabric around the thing. It's like a cable to kind of like block off the parking space for the person that lives here, and they just wrapped it around the tree. It's interesting how in Russia they use these tires to kind of border off a garden or a driveway or something. Do you do that in your part of the world? You can't imagine how I'm walking right now. It's just like it's like, I don't know, 50 meters an hour. And you can see that these people living here, they've fenced off and they've got their own little gardens, and I guess perhaps in summer they'll probably plant some flowers here. Now behind this garage it looks like there's an amazing view, so I'm going to try and get down here without bloody slipping over. It's pretty crazy. I can see there's a little path. Oi! Blimey. And I don't know who walks down here, but it's pretty crazy. There's no way I'm going to risk it. Can't really see much. Don't know if you can see just how slippery the whole area is here. I'm risking life and death by trying to get up this slope, and it's not even a high slope, but blimey, I literally can't move. Oh man, this is so crazy. Ah, almost fell. Oh man, come on Sam, you can make this. You're not going to fall over. It's literally a death trap, it really is. Wow. Oh, a bit of grass to walk on. Back to baby steps again. Look at that, we've got all these seeds in there for the bird. And some dry land again. What do you think of the style of the equipment on the children's play area? Look at that, it's pretty nice, isn't it? Would you like to have them in that kind of style in your part of the world? Check out this bad boy. What do you think? Would you like one of these in that colour? Looks like someone's taken offence to this one. Looks like it's been here for a while though. It's literally 1 foot in front of the other at the moment, risking life and death. And so over here we've got a little bit of a private sector, Chastny sector they're called in Russia. And it's kind of weird because what it means is just like a private area, as in private houses, but in theory every house is private, right? So the whole area should be a private sector. It seems this house here, the owners of this house, are doing something that a lot of people would like to do, is get one of these old houses It's on Socialist Street, and refurbish it. I really love to look at the different types of style of houses that people build. Look at that one, very interesting design, right? At least I get to call this video risking life and death by visiting this area in Russia. It's so dangerous to walk. I'm sorry for keep repeating it, but I just saw this woman walk past me on the other direction and we had a little chat, and she was like, yeah, it's crazy, isn't it, trying to walk up these roads today. So here you can see there's a bit of an allotment, a bit of a garden going on. Wow, I wonder what it's like for the owner of this house to have to go down this little path here, risking their life doing it. So at first glance, you probably think this area is like a really poor area of town, but it isn't. It's just these houses here were mainly built 100 years ago, and then other people have purchased the land or the house as it's deteriorated and then built their own house on it. Now, I would prefer to live outside of town in a kind of nicer new area, but a lot of people, well, they've got property here, so they live in it. And eventually all houses like this, they'll either get refurbished, but more likely they'll get knocked down and something will be built in its place. Look, this one here has had a facelift, you can see. And you can see here that someone's halfway through the building stage. So the next question is, which way to go? If I go down the main road, going to be less ice but nothing to see. What do you think of this house here? So interesting as to how they get their styles, how they come up with their ideas. Now, I'm not judging anyone. Obviously my house that I'm building is a bit weird too. This one, for example, you can see there's 3 different styles. And this is really cool. Have a look at this. Out in the fence, they've made flowers and a bee or whatever it's called. This guy is risking it all with a pushchair, and you can see him slipping and slipping. It's crazy. Oh wow, look at the gates here. These are so nice, aren't they? Look at the house. That's interesting. And what about this one? The greenhouse, we'll call it. Nice name for it. Interesting. And then this looks more like a shop, doesn't it? Maybe it was built to be a shop. What do you think? I really like this house here as well, but I'm so intrigued by this. What is this? Perhaps it's selling some sort of bread or something, or maybe it's just a house and they've got shutters on the windows. It really is interesting, all these styles all kind of squashed in together. We've got the 5-floor panel house opposite as well. It's because all of these things have been built over time. You can see we've got a brand new house wedged in over there as well, look. Man, I'm getting fed up of this. Kind of not even hobbling along, but I'm kind of skating at the moment. So I've literally walked about, I don't know, 100 meters in 20 minutes. But this road looks pretty horrible and gloomy, right? But in summer, it's going to be completely different. All of these trees here are going to be green. The road isn't going to be slippy. There's going to be flowers. It's going to look like a nice kind of, I don't know, cozy place to live. Whereas right now, yeah, it doesn't give those signals, does it? And look at this Bukhanka. And look, the off-road club this guy is a part of. It looks like it could go anywhere, doesn't it? I'm going to have to look at that site, offroadclub.ru. We've got an advert here for a missing cat. Oh, must be heartbreaking for the owner. Let's take a walk down the main road now. Here I can actually film myself and talk. It's kind of weird filming these areas because I know in the comments I'm going to get loads of hate by the Russians. They're going to say, why are you filming this area for? Are you trying to show Russia as bad? No, I'm just showing it as it is. There's good and bad. This orange building here is a hotel, and I do actually know the owner. I remember when he was refurbishing the whole place. And here we've got a vacant plot again, look. Someone's about to build on. And these styles of houses really fascinate me. I love that old kind of Soviet lamppost we've got up there. That's lighting the entranceway. It's pretty cool. This right here used to be a sauna. I don't know if it is now, or maybe it's a hotel as well. Which road should we go down? Now I know that down there we've got loads of brand new builds as well. You can go and have a look if you want, or should we go down this way? So this way's more interesting but more slippy. Hopefully it's going to be a bit easier to walk down than the other road was. And you can see this house here has been built over a period of time with different types of styles to it. Have you ever lived in a panel house before? I have for many years, many years. During my time in Russia, I probably lived in about 10 different places, perhaps even more. I love the sign they've got with their street name and number on, look. Sushovska 19 looks pretty nice, doesn't it? And then look at this, it's so weird to have houses like this, which are pretty massive. And they're squashed in between. Got a big panel block there, and I wonder what it's like. The people here may be sitting in their living room and you've got the haves and the have-nots right next to each other. This definitely is the worst time to film in this area because, yeah, it just looks really, really bleak, doesn't it? Check out these cool steps here. And they look like they're bloody steep. I wonder if they're icy. Look at them. Wow. Now this looks like the missing cat that I saw on the poster. Are you the missing cat? You look very similar to the missing cat, my friend. Is that possible? Let's take a picture of you. And so this part here looks like it's a it's a place for a car to park. They've blocked it off. I'm trying to walk, but I can't walk because it's too slippy. But check out this slope over here. This looks like the kids would love to go down this in a sledge, but not today maybe. It's stupid and impossible to even try and walk. It's crazy. Can't believe this. This is... it's so slippy. Man. What do you think of this greenhouse up there? That's pretty nice, isn't it? And you can see here someone's decorated their little barrier with bottles, and I don't think they've really decorated. I think it's to stop it rusting, but it's interesting, right? And on this house we've got a nice huge house up here. I'm not going to walk up this street because I'm done with the ice walking. Oh, blimey, I wonder what this is here. Let's have a look. What is it? It's a club of something. Wow, check this out. This is something incredible. Now, if you see here, it's much nicer here, isn't it? It might not look very nice because it's gloomy, but it's going to be much more spacious and much more nice here. But there's something else I want to show you. So I just had a massive argument with this same guy twice. He's like, what are you filming? I'm like, what fucking difference does it make to you what I'm filming? And he came back to me again. He's like, why are you filming over there? I'm like, so what? I don't get what the problem is. So look at this over here. This fence is pretty cool. And someone's obviously been in some sort of furniture trade. And so they've used the pieces that they don't need to make a fence. And look at that. I've never seen that before. That is really cool. Someone's gone to another level just to... When have you ever seen something like this before? I don't know if it's a person that lives over there or the person that lives on this side, but really cool, right? And so this is almost like its own art object, isn't it? Absolutely incredible. I was chatting to a guy over here and he was telling me, yeah, it's really creative what he's done, isn't it? Let's go and have a walk up here, see what's going on. What does it say? We don't need fan ID. Ha, that's funny. So this is something that's happening more and more lately, and you won't hear this said on most channels, because most channels will just show you that everything is absolutely amazing always. But I had a really heated argument with one guy just now. Really heated. He was just like, what the fuck are you filming? Why are you fucking filming? And it was well, pretty heated argument we had. And so over here and down here we've got loads of new builds. In fact, let's go and check it out. Interesting, is this just one house, one family living there? What do you think? Because right next door we've got these two massive brand new huge apartment buildings. So check out this house, absolutely huge. I wonder how many people live in this house. And it goes on all the way through there, look, and all the way down that side. And so one nice lady just changed the day. Absolutely incredible person. We chatted for ages. Oh, so nice. This woman with a child, and she just stopped to speak to me, and then she asked me, is it possible every now and again to help her son to practice English? And I get that question quite a lot, to be fair, but yeah, she was just really nice, and she told me where to go to film some really cool houses. The chances are I've been there already, but let's go and check them out anyway. So believe it or not, I'm struggling just with these steps here. I can't get up. I can't get up. Oh man, oh, crazy ice. Привет. So there's one massive dog ahead. It looks like it hasn't got an owner and it's just kind of roaming around, but it's pretty huge. I hope, look at this guy. Blimey. That dog is massive. It's massive. Now, being in Russia has taught me not to be afraid of dogs. And so I kind of have to not care. The progress, all the time, things being built. We've got 3 brand new houses here. No one playing today. So I'm guessing in winter this turns into a hockey pitch, but because it's all thawed, it's no hockey and no football either. Really is such a weird feeling right now. All this thawing going on, it's completely unexpected. And so just over there in the distance you can see some brand new townhouses. Oh, so these are just garages for people to park their cars in, and it looks pretty gloomy, doesn't it? You could film a really cool video down there. I'd actually quite like to go down those garages and see who I meet, because Russian men love to build things and make things, and it's so interesting. Often you find that these people, they have almost like a whole workshop down there, like a man cave, and they create all these different types of homemade vehicles, should we call them. In Russia they're called samodelny, and you get samodelny vizderod, which is a truck that goes anywhere, or bolotahod, which is a truck that can go on the road and also in the swamp. What do you think of these kind of townhouses? Or maybe they're just apartments, not townhouses. Green seems to be a favourite colour in this area, doesn't it? Even here they've got green on the first floor. Look at that, that's a nice house, isn't it? Let's take a walk up this street here. Now I can see in the distance, and then there's loads of nice big houses here. Got to see this one with a huge balcony, and on the other side of the road as well. But that's going in the wrong direction of my car, so let's go this way. How am I going to walk up this street? I mean, how I'm going to do it, it's just mental. It's basically impossible to walk up there, impossible. I've almost lost my footing a couple of times on this ice, and I'm dying for a poo as well, so it would be disastrous if I lost my footing now, because, well, I'd break my back and I'd poo myself. So I was speaking to this lady up there about how she's managing to walk so fast, and she's got those things that you put on your shoes that help you to walk in the ice. Just look at that. How am I going to get down there? That is so crazy. We've got two people behind me that just can't get away from their house because it's so slippy. And we all had a little laugh at each other trying to walk in our various directions. So we've got a message on the wall here for somebody. Is this message for you though? We have a car struggling to get out here. Can you make it? Is he going to make it? No. So I know people are going to ask, where's the infrastructure? Look, we've got a bakery there, we've got the post office, we've got Ozon collection point, we've got a shop there selling all sorts of goods. We've got the school there behind me, we've got a college over there. Then we've got another school just up the road, we've got a huge supermarket at the end of the road, bus stops all the way down. All the infrastructure you need, but obviously it's really interesting that there's so many different types of houses and everyone's just kind of squeezed into one area. So here we've got a height test, and if you're taller than the height here, you're forbidden from entering. It's okay to break the rules once in a while, isn't it? I really want to go down there and see if there's anything interesting, but the road is so bad. Oh man, I'm risking it all for you guys today. One of the things I really love about Russia is that, okay, this area is not the most beautiful or desirable, but you can see that the people here have left little bits of tools and things that they need outside of their sheds, and nobody is taking them. Nobody is going to steal them. In England, the kids at least just take them and throw them around and smash them, but not here. There's no need for that. And over here it looks like we've got some sort of secret prototype car that's about to be revealed to the world, but not ready yet. Maybe it's the Tesla, I don't know, Russian version supercar that's just keeping it hidden away. And look at this, how beautiful is this? They've gone to the effort. I'm definitely falling over, 100%, and deserve it probably today. I've walked around a lot and I have not fallen, and so I probably deserve to fall. Look at that sun. I've just seen the most incredible thing today. Is it a hippo? That is brilliant. That has made my whole walk worthwhile. We've got this little bench area here, and we've got this little, oh, it's a furry hippo as well. It's a cuddly toy, and I guess they take this inside and wash it quite frequently. Look at that. So you tell me, how long would that hippo last for if this was the UK? Would someone steal it? One of the kids take it, do something stupid with it? But here it's clean. The person obviously takes it there, puts it there, leaves it for a while to make it look nice, and then washes it again and replaces it. Wow, that's amazing. So while a lot of you might say that this looks pretty miserable, check this out. We've got a gym here. Look at that. So it's all based on your body weight, but looks pretty new. And this here is even a little bench press. So over here we've got the water machine for filling up your water. So over here, would you believe it, this is a shop selling just all the kind of, you know, like a newsagent basically. in the UK, 7-Eleven in the US. So we've got quite a few play areas like this one here, which are brand new. And I've seen play areas like this in quite a few of the houses, to be fair. Can't see it. And over here we've got an ice ring, and this is actually an ice ring. It's full of ice now. It's a shame there's no one on it that we can film doing some acrobatic stunts or perhaps playing hockey against each other. But do you fancy having this play area and hockey ring just outside your building? There's no goals though. I wonder if people bring their own goals or what. I wonder how this works. The basketball hoops are like a little bit outside of the ring, and the same over there as well. So I hope you've enjoyed today's tour. It was a little bit gloomy, of course, but it's just a nice little walk to get some fresh air, and took the camera with me. I did speak to quite a few interesting people, but decided not to film them because I'm having one of those periods at the moment where when I film people, they go crazy.